Hello learners, again in this particular session we will be learning about a beta angle problem, right? So which is very much easy. So I think you have solved this kind of problems, so I'm just taking your time to explain how to solve this, okay? So it is very easy for you to draw this, but still I'll just explain or I'll brief about how to draw this, okay? Right, so let us see the problem which is given at the top here. Right. It says a pentagonal lamina having edges 25 mm is placed on one of its corners on VP such that the surface makes an angle of 30 degrees with respect to VP, and perpendicular bisector of the edge passing through the corner on which the lamina rests appears to be inclined at 30 degrees to HP. Draw the top and front views of the lamina. Now it is very much clear. You need to, again I'm telling you, you have to divide this problem into 3 segments. So let us divide this problem into 3 segments here. So first segment is first condition, second is second condition, and third segment is the third condition here. That is how we divide. So let us see whether it is a corner condition or edge condition in this particular problem. And parallelly we'll also look into, is it placed on VP or HP. Okay, so it says a pentagonal lamina having edges 25 mm is placed on one of its corners on VP. So it is corner condition given. Underline the word corner because it says corner is resting. Okay, so that is why I'm taking corner towards left. Now why did I draw this pentagon above XY line? Because it says it is placed on VP. Its corner is on VP. So if it is on VP, you have to draw this pentagonal lamina above XY line. If it is on HP, below XY line. You would have drawn this below XY line. I'm explaining you with the pentagonal lamina above XY line. Right? So first draw this line towards the right. Right? So I hope you draw this XY line VP HP and then draw this line. Okay. Place the protractor here. Draw the pentagon, take the arc and find this A dash here. This is how you draw the pentagon. I hope you know how to draw this pentagon. Project all the points in a chronological order. I am repeating, it is in a chronological order. A to XY line, B to XY line, C to XY line, D to XY line later, which is overlapping, you need not do it. E to XY line, E to B you can do, P to E it is always projected. So now name this. If I see in this direction, A dash is visible, E dash is visible, D dash is visible, whereas C dash, B dash is not visible. So A, E in bracket B, D in bracket C. This is how you get the first condition. Hope it is very much clear for everyone. So now we'll move to the next condition. Right, since the first condition is with respect to VP, second condition should be also with respect to VP. Understand this. So keep this in mind. You will always take the second condition with respect to VP if the first condition is with respect to VP only. Right. So now the given angle is 30 degrees. So what I do is I'll draw a line at an angle of 30 degrees first. Now take this A, place it here. Next take the arc length from A to DC. A to DC cut an arc. A to DC cut an arc. Now A to EB. Place A here and cut an arc here EB. You get these 3 points or 5 points here. Copy the same naming. A here, EB here, DC here. Now project it upwards. Project it upwards. And project it towards right here. I hope you know how to project this. So this should be clear. So project then and there itself. I am repeating A to A. Next B to B. C to C. D to D. E to E. Now join all this by a visible line. Right. So if you come across a beta angle problem, when do you know that it is a beta angle problem? When he says in the problem that if the perpendicular bisector, any question of this kind, it may be hexagon, it may be square, it may be pentagon, if I call this as special lines again, okay, if a perpendicular bisector, if a diagonal, if a diameter, if a median is inclined to both the planes. If you read the problem once again, he says the surface of the lamina is inclined to VP at 30 degrees, right? When the surface is inclined, that means the median is also inclined, the perpendicular bisector is also inclined. So project this line, name it as M1 dash, simply M1 dash, which is median, and also project this and name it as M2 dash. Okay, now let us identify whether this problem is a beta angle problem or not. Since he says that it is the surface makes an angle of 30 degrees with VP and the perpendicular bisector of the edge passing through the corner on which the lamina rests appears to be inclined at 30 degrees to HP. Now, since he says perpendicular bisector is inclined to HP, I need to incline this perpendicular bisector. But do I need to find out the beta angle? You need not find out the beta angle. Why? Because he says appears to be. When he says appears to be inclined to HP or to VP in the third condition, if they give you the word appears to be, you need not find out beta angle because it is Already they have already given you the beta angle. I hope it is clear for you. Okay, so the given angle itself is a beta angle now. So always understand this object, the third condition object, is an apparent body. So apparent body is placed on the apparent inclination. So I need to identify whether the given angle is apparent or true inclination. If it says appears to be, that means it is not a true angle, it is an apparent inclination, it is appearing, it is not actual. That is why I simply take 30 degrees. I will mark A and A dash and M2. A dash, M2 I will mark. I will place first A dash, any arbitrary point on this line, and measure this A, M2, cut an arc. You get these 2 points. Now how do you find out the rest here? First, if I take B dash, A dash, take A dash as center, draw an arc here. Okay. Next, M to B dash. So I am going to take M to B dash, M to B dash. So M to B dash I am going to cut an arc. So similarly C, A dash to C dash, M dash to C dash. You can draw the arc, you will get it here. Right. So A dash to D dash, M2 dash to D dash, I will get the arc here. Next A dash to E dash, D dash to E dash, I will get the arc here. Join all the arcs here, you get the pentagonal lamina, which is similar to this. This lamina should be similar to this, okay, which is inclined. Now the final step is to project. Then and there itself, A to A, or sorry, A to A. So this is how I'm going to, if I project this, A to A, B to B, C to C, D to D, right? So next E to E. This is how you're going to project. So finally you will obtain this. So name it. So I hope even this condition is very much clear for you. Since we have already solved this kind of problem, I've just explained you how to draw this. I hope it is very much clear for everyone. Please do follow this and draw it in your hello learners, very good morning to everyone. Here I'm going to explain the problem on a special type of planes here. Right, so we discussed about pentagonal lamina. I thought I would take pentagonal lamina first and then come back to this rectangular lamina. Right, so here in the problem states that a rectangular plate of negligible thickness of size 35 into 20 mm has one of its shorter edges in VP, with that edge inclined to HP at 40 degrees. Draw the top view if its front view is a square of say 20 mm. So here let me explain. This is very simple, so it is very easy to understand. So here as I told, we need to divide this problem into 3 different segments. Right, so the first segment is whether the edge is resting or the corner is resting, or it is placed on VP or HP. You need to identify 2 parameters here. So when I read the first statement here, it says a rectangular plate of negligible thickness of size 35 into 20 mm has one of its shorter edges in VP. So which edge is resting? Shorter edge is resting. So shorter edge is taken towards the left. So 35 in this direction, 20 in this direction. Why I am taking this rectangular lamina above X plane, not below X plane? Because he says that it is resting on VP. Shorter edge is resting on VP. When he says shorter edge is resting on VP, so I am going to draw it this rectangular lamina above X plane. When he says a rectangular plate is resting with one of its shorter edges on HP, I would have drawn this below XY line. So that is the difference you need to understand. So since he is given in this VP and shorter edge, I have drawn this way. Right, so name it in counterclockwise direction, dimension this. So A dash, B dash, C dash and D dash here. Right, so now here again, how to obtain the top view? When I look in this direction, these 2 points are visible, these 2 are invisible. So D, A. I hope it is clear for everyone with this concept. This is a very simple basics what we have learnt. Next condition, see, once it is given with respect to VP, the first condition, the second condition should be always with respect to VP only, correct? So third condition is with respect to HP. If they give you first condition HP, second condition should be with respect to HP, third condition is with respect to VP. Since he has given me VP first, so VP is the second condition, but I do not know the angle. There is no angle given in the problem with respect to VP, only with respect to HP they have given. Then how to find out this angle here? So he states that in the third condition, in the third statement, he states that draw the top view if its front view is a square of 20 mm sides. So when this rectangular plate becomes a square in the front view, so I need to rotate this. What happens? It looks like a square. So I'll draw a square. So project these lines, draw a square, keep some convenient distance between first and second condition, draw a square, name it as A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash. Understand this. I'm simply explaining this because this is very simple to understand. Now I'll project this onto XY line. I'll also project this onto XY line, but I need to incline this line. If I need to incline this line, I have to simply project this. I'll simply project this. Now what I'll do is, I'll take A as the center, understand? I'll select A as the center, I'll select B as the rotating point, place it at the center here, draw an arc. I'm going to get it here. Now join this line by a thick line, find out the angle, place the protractor, you will find that it is 55 degrees, right? So name it, the same naming you can copy, DA here, CB here. So I hope second condition is clear, right? Third condition, he says the edge that is resting, the shorter edge that is resting is inclined at 40 degrees to HP. Understand, I'll read the question once again. A rectangular plate of negligible thickness of size 35 into 20 mm has one of its shorter edges in VP. Yes, shorter edges in VP. With that edge, with the same edge, is inclined to HP at 30 degrees. So I have to incline the same edge. So the same edge what I'm getting here, the same edge here, I need to incline this at 40 degrees. So 40 degree I can draw this way or this way, anything is okay. What I've done is I've taken this diagram, rotated this way. Either you can do this way, then you have to draw a 40 degree line this way. Both are correct, you can follow any method you are comfortable with. So I've taken 40 degree in this direction, represent this 40 degrees. So AD, place it here. Use arc by center method or perpendicular method. I use a perpendicular method, I'll explain it here. So I'll place this line which is impregnated on the scale parallel to this 40 degree line. Now this becomes perpendicular. So I'll simply draw a line here in this direction. Similarly, I'll place at this end, draw a perpendicular line here, simply extend the lines, take pencil compass, take 20, take the same length that is 20, cut an arc on either side, cut an arc, join this. So join this, you can join this. So now project it, project downwards and this towards right, you will obtain this particular diagram over here. So you can name it as from A to A, B to B, C to C, D to D. I always suggest you to project then and there itself. If C is here, erase of the extra lines, do not simply project it, which is not convenient to draw all these lines, because when you come to solids, it is very difficult for you to project all these kinds of points here. Okay, now whatever the data that they have given in the question, you have to represent. They have mentioned 20, 35, I have mentioned it here, I have represented it here. So 20 square 20 I have represented here, 40 degrees I have represented here. You can always give the leaders in whichever direction you have projected. Okay, so please do not forget to project this in which direction you have projected here. Please do always give the dimensions. Okay, so this is how you want to project, towards right here, towards right here. So this is what you have to do. I hope it is very easy to understand. So I have not taken much of the time to explain this. So hope you can solve this problem. Thank you for watching the video.